Hey guys, this is Danny, and in today's video, I'll be showing you guys the new terrain by Stampy's Windmill over here. So, this is what the terrain used to look like, and it now is a lot different. So, if you guys have not seen the update video, I would definitely recommend checking that one out first. It was released earlier today, because I do show a few updates about the stuff over here, like the bee and this stuff. I am right now in the updated easy start, so I will... That's just, yeah. So I'm going to be doing all this in the updated easy start here to show you guys how to add the terrain to your world, and all of this snow and stuff and all the little details that, like torches and stuff, that I'll add a bunch of torches, but all the snow and all this stuff that probably looks really weird in your world, I will be showing you guys that. I will be showing you guys that in the update video next week, probably, if I can get it. And also, I'll be adding all these details and fixing all this snow in the updated Easy Start 2.0, which will hopefully be releasing next week. So be on the lookout for that to download that, and you can use it to update your own worlds. But yeah, let's just jump right into this terrain. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is, I did this in the update video, so I'm just going to do this here real quick. But this needs to look like this now, so that will give us a pretty good basis for that. The bee, I'll move later. I didn't actually get to move that yet, but I'll make sure to move that later. But yeah, what we need to do now is we need to get out our blocks here, and we need to bring these out a bunch. So let me just count it real quick. It needs to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I'm going to count it the easy way. So we have 251. No, ignore what I'm saying. It won't, yeah, do that. So it should go over a total of 34 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll count it this way. It should start, by the way, it should start with a spruce on this side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. It actually should be 35. I apologize. 35 blocks, and it should end on a spruce just like that. And now what we need to do is we need to do it on the block next to it right over here, so we can punch all this out and do the same thing with that pattern. So it's cool to have a new path in the world, especially when it's in a new location like up here. This location always looked a little weird with a giant gaping hole there, but it's nice to officially have that looking good. So let's continue to bring this down. I'm actually doing this on PC so I can use my Xbox for reference, so what a difference, you know. It's this is the first time I've ever done a tutorial on PC, so the more you know. And now we can start working on this terrain here itself. So how this terrain goes is where we have this part in the updated easy start, where we have this little part that sticks out. You want to leave this gap 1, and you want to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to it, just like so. It should be in line with the spruce. Then over here, we want to add 1, 2, 3, and we could fill in all this. We can actually fill in all this all the way down for 2 layers. It will make it a lot simpler. So this can go down all the way to the end for 2 layers. Where we have this, so we have these 3. And then here you want to go 1, 2. Leave a gap of 2 and add 1, 2, 3, 4. Then leave a gap of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and add 1, 2. And now right at the end, we just want to put 1 there and drag it down, and that is what the edging of the terrain does look like. We do need to fix up this part a little bit. So over here, we need to add a block here, and also add 2 right there. There should be a torch in this spot, in case you were wondering. This terrain will actually get extended out a little bit, so that goes now, looks like that right there. Where we have this part over here, this now covers up those flowers that you may or may not have recognized there. This part you can add 3, like that. Actually, you can fill it all the way to the end and stick it out. You can fill that block down there as well. This snow is no longer here. None of this stuff is actually here, so you can remove the snow and all that. All this snow and stuff can be removed. It looks a lot nicer without it actually. So a bunch of this snow will be removed. And where we have this part, there should now be a torch that goes. If you go to where we have these 5, put 1 right there. Should be where we have, wait, no, 1 higher. I apologize. Right here, below. So how do I describe this? So we have these 4 that we have here. Then if you go to the second one and go down to this block and put 1 down there. That's the best way I can describe that. Torch should be right there. Hopefully that's nothing too hard. We already have this torch over here, and that one. But we do need another torch right over here in that spot. We also are going to need a torch down here. This needs to be adjusted a little bit because what we need to do, actually it doesn't, I apologize. This needs to be right there. I thought it needed to, but it is actually good. That should be a torch just like that. We are going to need another torch that goes right over this terrain. Needs to be adjusted a little bit actually because this block is no longer here. And there will be a torch there. Another minor update. And last but not least, we're going to want to put a torch here. I also have a few trees to place for you that I can get before we finish off our terrain. So we have a spruce sapling, and I'm just going to get a block to cover it. I used a concrete block because his trees aren't grown yet. So you can put a structure void, but I think they'll be grown by the next episode, so we'll figure that out. But right by this torch behind it, we want to put one there, and I'm going to add a white concrete on top just to make sure it doesn't grow because it's not supposed to yet. This terrain actually does change a little bit over here. So where we have, this part changes a little bit. So where we have it go with this part that sticks up to, that grass isn't actually there. This block here is punched out like so, and these two are punched out as well. And if you leave a 1 block gap in between that and put it there, we'll have our second tree. Should be right there. This snow is not here anymore as well. A bunch of snow isn't, but I'll do the basics for now. In line with this torch down here, we should have another torch that goes right there, looking pretty good. And also on where we have these 3 blocks, I want to throw a torch here. While we're on the spree of torches, we need to actually break this out and put a torch there. And also in this gap over here, put a torch right over there. And now we should have one more tree. This tree should actually be grown, so you can just let that grow. And the updated Easy Start will actually have the actual tree, but I'm pretty sure, I think. I don't know yet. I'll let you know. I'll do my best to get this actual tree and have it actually grown so you can actually copy it. But for now, you can just place a sapling there. And then in this gap, we can... Oh, there's also a torch here, diagonal from the tree. Sorry, I didn't say that. This tree can also grow as well. Should be like that. And right over here, we'll have another slight terrain adjustment where we want to punch out this block, put a torch there. And that should be a bunch of the torches and stuff that we have down there. I think that's all. Yeah, that should be all of them that we need to place like that. And now we can go back to finishing our terrain. So where we have this part should all be good. Now over here by this part here, you can let's actually just build this all down. It will definitely make it easier for us later. We can build this part all down. So let's build this all down like so. Just like that, and then we can build this part down. Looking good. And where we have this block that sticks out right over here, this can go 1, 2, 3 over. You can fill that down. And then right here, in line with this block, where we should have a torch on it, should be 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. And then we can add a block here. This actually gets chopped out -2, so it should now look like that. Over here, where we have these 4 blocks, this should add 1, 2, 3, just like so. And we actually want to put one in the middle here. And where we have these 2, go to this one and add 1, 2, 3 as well. And then down here, you could throw 2 just like that. And this gap should be filled in. And behind these 2 should be filled in with blocks. And it's actually a torch that goes right over there. And then what we need to do is we can fill all this in to this layer. So let's actually just fill all this in behind it to that layer. It'll make it easier. And behind these 2 blocks, we can fill this in all the way back, just like that. Should actually be a torch right here. And then for these 3 blocks back here should be filled in as well. And we can do this. And now to end it off, we just add 2 there and 1 there and there. And that should be good. There's also be a torch up here, by the way, just in case you want that. And then we have to do a little bit more terrain over here. So where we have this part, this should actually stick out over here. So this should go like this, just make that little shape, and let's build that down. Like so. This should actually connect across and put one in the middle there. Down here, you could drag that across like so and build that down. Like so and build that down. And then here you can build this entire row up too. And that is what that looks like. That should be all the terrain that I have for now. I know there is more down here that I'll actually explain it all when I get there. But yeah, let's actually just build the outline first. That's what we'll do. So where we have this here, this should be 4 that goes across. Then we want to add 1 there and put there. So it should be 3. So it should be 4 and then 3. You can add another one there. So we can add 1. So we should have 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoops, 7. So we should have 4, 3, 7, just like that. And now I need to just scoot over a little bit. This one will be 3, so let's add 1 behind it and then do 1, 2, 3. And we need to go back 2, like that. Put 1 there, a second diagonal, and a third diagonal. And then right here we can add this, and it should go over 2. So we should have, if you look from this angle, we should have 7, 3. Turn this way, it should be 2. Diagonal, 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 and then 2 that way. That's how it should be. And now over here, this should turn. This will be a total of 3, so we can add 2, so it's a total of 3. Then we do 2, and 1, 2, 3. All this snow has definitely changed a little bit. I'll show this all in the updated Easy Start because it would take too long for me to do here. All this snow I'll make sure to get for you guys, and then when you download the updated Easy Start, or in the next update video, I'll do a flyover. But if you have the updated Easy Start, you'll be able to update that. We have to remove some before we actually. I'll finish this terrain down first, and then we'll remove our trees and prepare that middle space. So where we have this, I wasn't able to get all this. So basically, what I did is just you can start off by just filling this down like that, and then add 2 blocks there. Build that down, and then go for these 2, go 1 lower. And build that down. That's what that should be like. For over here, you just want to add 2 blocks here, and you can drag this one down, and this one should be 1 lower as well, and then you can fill in that gap. Over here, this one, what I have is for these 6 on the right, it should be like that, and then this one should be 1 block lower, so this one should be like that height, and then you can drag this down. I will be able to confirm this hopefully in the next episode if he shows it. He didn't give a very good view of it all down here, unfortunately, but I'll make sure to get it whenever I do have it. You can fill that in as well. And then there's actually a little bit more to add over here, because if you go to the end of this and you build this up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 should be a torch there, and then 1, 2, 3. That should be that. And actually, what you can do is, if you want, you can break this one here, and this you can break out. There is a little more that we need to break out, but just for now, whoops, you can break out all this snow just in line from there. You can just break some of this snow, because this isn't actually here anymore. There is some chopped out, but I'm still confirming that in my own world as we speak right now. I am still working on that. Now what we need to do is we could fill in this corner just to build that up, and this should actually be filled up to that same height, and then these 2 blocks should get filled up so it's 1 block lower, like that. Where we have this part, this is where it does get a little easier to do, so we can build all this down. Let's build all this down. We don't have to build it down very much. And then if we go over here, you need to add 2. Over here you need to add 2 like this, go forward 1 and put 1 there. You're also going to need to add 2 here. Right over here, this gets built up. Put 1 there. This is 3. And then put it just like so. That's what it should look like for all that terrain. And yeah, all this snow will be adjusted in the updated Easy Start. So you can do that. And in next week's update video, I'll make sure to do that. So that is all the terrain outline and what it should look like. Now we have to get rid of a few trees over here. So all the trees that we are going to need to get rid of are, I'm not sure why this tree is so glitched, by the way. Little weird. Yeah, a little weird. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of a bunch of these trees. So there's actually 5 here. We'll need to get rid of this one. This tree can go. That can go bye-bye. You can remove this one. Punch it out. Don't need you anymore. We can worry about the snow later. That's all this snow we'll fix later. And there's actually, no, there's four trees that have to go. This one stays right over here. This tree stays. and also this tree stays. But these 3 over here, these all go bye-bye. So this one goes by, this one can die, this one can go, and so can this one. This one can also go as well. So these trees can all, I don't know if they'll despawn because I don't know if these are custom built in here or not, but I don't know. So I'll just punch them out because I want them out of the way. So let's do all this and continue all this breaking. So fun. And once we finish breaking all these trees, we can fill in the ground for where the windmill actually goes. Actually, no, there is a little bit more chopped out that we'll need to do, that we can do as well. So over here, how we have this, we need to chop out some of this. Over here, we need to actually break out this one. Fill that in right there with grass. And then right over here, this should be 3 blocks total, and then this can all go bye-bye. We can break all that down and break all this. So this should be 1, 2, 3, and then we can break all this. This goes by. The bee will actually, the tail of the bee will actually be here after you guys move it. But I haven't moved it yet, so that's where it should be. Also a torch up here, just in case. Yeah, torch. Very nice. And then what we can do is, yeah, now that's it all cleared out. I'm not going to do any of the torches on here yet, because I don't know what he'll remove, add, or, you know, all that stuff. So all the torches on the top of the terrain, I'm not going to do yet. I did all the torches on the terrain, because those are most likely not being touched. But all the torches on here, you'll never know what he'll do. You never know what he'll add, or what will accidentally get broken. So those torches I'm going to wait for the next update video, or the part 2 of the windmill tutorial, whenever he releases that. And we can just fill this in for now. It definitely looks a lot better from down there without having this ginormous gaping hole. Very happy he filled this in. I didn't expect the terrain to look like this at all, to be honest. I thought it would be a lot more filled out, or he would, you know, make it a lot more extended over here. But I do think it looks a lot better, so he did a good job with it. And it definitely looks a lot nicer because it like adds on to the other terrain rather than the terrain looking just like that and looking like it's all completely custom built. It looks semi-natural, which does look pretty good. I like how we did it that way. So yeah, if we can do all this, that is now filled in, and most of this snow can go away. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to break all this snow. And I know there's a little bit, but it would take too much time to try and figure that out. So most of this snow can be removed. This snow down here can be removed as well, because mostly it's not here, and I'll make sure to update it in the updated easy start, so whenever I do, you guys do download that, or in the next update video, if you can't download it, then you'll see all of the updates regarding the snow, and you can use that. But yeah, that is what that terrain looks like, and that is basically all for today's tutorial. This part here, I was not able to confirm yet, as I said. I'll make sure to update that whenever I do, because he didn't give a good view of this, but it doesn't look too bad, and it does work for our purposes today. I forgot to add a block on top of this, because I know those are supposed to grow. Yeah, those are supposed to grow, never mind. So yeah, that is what this terrain now looks like. It looks pretty good. And another, want to hear a really random update? Completely random. If you really want to do this, over here, that block is missing. Very nice. That's what that looks like. So yeah, thank you for watching this video on the terrain. If this did help you out, make sure to smash like and subscribe. Excited to release this map in all of its glory and all that epic stuff. And look at all of these. This is stuff you haven't seen yet. Look at all the lamp placement. There's so many updates, lamp placements, so many torches and details that are going to be out for you. And yeah, took a lot of time to do. Really awesome. Spent so much time adding torches, tall grass, all that stuff. Added torches to this, added torches everywhere. Adjusted all this tall grass. I'll make sure to share all this information in the actual video. We'll update all this snow as well. So yeah, that's going to be all for today. And I hope to see you around. Make sure to subscribe for, well, that was weird. That was a weird glitch. It looked cool. And yeah, subscribe for more content, tutorials, updates, and all that stuff. And yeah, I hope to see you around. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and goodbye.